Hello and welcome. Today, we're diving deep into the high-precision machinery that's really at the heart of modern medicine. We're talking about the tablet presses that power India's entire pharmaceutical industry. We're going to break down what makes these incredible machines tick and exactly what to look for in the very best of them.
Have you ever stopped to think about that? You open a bottle of tablets and every single one is identical. How did they get made with the exact same dose, weight, and hardness millions of times over? Well, the answer lies in some seriously impressive engineering, and that's exactly what we're going to get into right now.
So here's our game plan. We'll kick things off with why these machines are so incredibly critical. Then we'll get into the real nuts and bolts of how they work. After that, we'll look at the absolute must-have features before we shine a spotlight on some top-tier models. And finally, we'll talk about what makes a great manufacturing partner and how you can make the right choice.
Okay, first up, let's zoom out and look at the bigger picture. You see, these machines aren't just pieces of equipment. They are literally the engines driving one of India's most important global industries.
You know, in today's market, getting it right every single time is completely non-negotiable. Tablet press machines are the key to making sure every single pill meets super strict quality and safety standards, like cGMP. That stands for Current Good Manufacturing Practices. This isn't just about being efficient, it's about patient safety and, honestly, staying ahead in a very competitive game.
So how in the world does a machine turn a fine powder into a perfectly solid tablet? It's a fascinating process, so let's break it down.
It really all comes down to three key stages. First, you've got pre-compression. This step gently tamps down the powder to get rid of any trapped air and to make sure the dye is filled perfectly evenly. Then comes the main event. Main compression. This is where an immense amount of force is applied to compact that powder into a solid tablet. And finally, ejection, where the finished tablet is cleanly and smoothly pushed out. It sounds simple, right? But doing it with incredible precision, thousands of times a minute, that's where the magic is.
Now, not all presses are designed for the same job. A single rotary press is your reliable workhorse. It's perfect for medium-scale production. But when you're talking about massive, high-volume manufacturing, you need a double rotary press. Think of it this way. It essentially uses two sets of tools at once to deliver a much faster output.
All right, with the basics covered, what really separates a good machine from a truly great one? Let's dive into the features that define a modern, high-performance tablet press.
Let's just start with the number that's kind of hard to wrap your head around. Over 750,000 tablets per hour. This is the kind of mind-blowing, high-speed output we're talking about. This level of productivity is exactly what allows manufacturers to meet huge global demand.
But look, speed is absolutely nothing without control. And that's where automation is so crucial. It cuts down on human error and ensures every single dose is accurate. Modern machines use amazing features like compaction force control to automatically reject any tablet that isn't pressed perfectly. Interchangeable tooling adds a ton of flexibility, and something called 21 CFR Part 11 compliance, which is a huge deal for regulators like the FDA, ensures all the electronic records are secure and traceable. It basically creates an unchangeable audit trail, which is a must-have for getting regulatory approval.
Okay, theory is great, but let's actually see what this looks like in practice. We're going to put 4 leading models in the spotlight that really bring all of these features to life.
So on the left, we've got the F290R. This is a high-speed double rotary machine that's built for large-scale manufacturing. And on the right, you'll see the F3000, which is a single rotary press, perfect for research and development or for smaller, more specialized production runs.
And this comparison really shows you their different strengths. The F290R is an absolute beast, built for massive output, and it uses a SCADA system. That's just a fancy term for a high-level control system to monitor the entire production line. The F3000, on the other hand, is all about data integrity for R&D, where that full 21 CFR Part 11 compliance is essential for the super rigorous documentation you need in drug development.
Next up, 2 more absolute powerhouses. On the left is the F360R, engineered for one thing, absolute maximum output. And on the right, you've got the F7200, another high-speed machine that's really designed with versatility and customization in mind. This right here, this is the pinnacle of high-volume production. The F360R hits that unbelievable 777,600 tablets per hour mark, and it uses automatic weight control to make sure every tablet is consistent, even at that insane speed. The F7200 is right on its heels in terms of output, but its superpower is its interchangeable tooling. This gives manufacturers the flexibility to switch between different tablet sizes and shapes super easily.
So it really comes down to choosing between maximum specialized output and high-speed versatility.
So, we've seen some absolutely amazing machines, but what about the company that actually builds them? Because at the end of the day, a machine is only as good as the expertise and the trust that's behind it.
This is Fluidpack, the manufacturer behind the Accura line of presses, and they've been specialists in this field since 1983. Think about that. That's over 40 years of experience, of innovation, of refinement, all packed into every single machine they built.
And this is really what all that experience gets you. It's a promise. Their machines are built from the ground up to meet global compliance standards. They deliver that insane efficiency and rock-solid reliability we've been talking about. They offer customization for whatever your specific needs are. And this is critical, they provide unmatched after-sales support to make sure you have as little downtime as possible. It's the whole package.
And that brings us to the final and probably most important part, making the right decision for your specific needs. It's about finding more than just a supplier. It's really about finding a true partner. So, here's a quick little checklist to guide you. First, you have to know your numbers. What is your required production capacity? Based on that answer, you'd choose your machine type. Then, always verify that it meets all the necessary regulatory standards. Double-check for customization options to future-proof your investment. And finally, and don't skip this, evaluate the quality of their after-sales support. If you get these 5 things right, you are on the path to success.
Ultimately, choosing the right machinery is all about empowering your production line with precision, efficiency, and just unwavering quality. It's about finding a partner who truly understands the incredibly high stakes of pharmaceutical manufacturing. So the real question is, who will you trust to be the heart of your